So the new Halo game comes out tomorrow, or today, whichever day this video goes up, and after watching multiple playthroughs, breakdowns, and reviews of the game, I'm still a bit conflicted on whether or not I should buy it. From what I've seen and heard, a lot of people seem to share the same pros and cons, and some appear to have been apparent even before the game came out. In my previous video, I talked about how the game not having future story DLC was a big miss, and while the present game certainly expanded on things from the book and other media, it still feels like it's not as big as I originally thought. Now, I don't mean for this video to be a review of the game since I didn't play it, but I tried to use Halo Combat Evolved as a reference compared to the opinions that people had. So the first major thing that people seem to complain about is the voice acting / writing, which is kind of hit or miss. Since not all of the dialogue is recycled from the original game, that means the majority of lines had to be recorded again, and while some were decent, others were straight up goofy. That's not to say the original game didn't have weird dialogue sometimes. I mean, we still worship the line,
"This cave is not a natural formation."
but we could forgive it because it kind of comes out of nowhere, and yet the delivery made it seem more serious and appropriate. The one in the new game, however, just sounded robotic, which is ironic coming from Cortana. And that's the thing, some of the line delivery felt like they were reading from the script with little to no emotion. I think the best case to examine is Johnson, who basically sounds like someone is trying to do a Johnson impression with almost no enthusiasm. Now, it could be that Halo Studios purposefully did this to try and take him in a different direction that's more calm and serious, but in my opinion it just doesn't sound right. Like, the speech that he gives to the Marines at the beginning of the game doesn't have that oomph that the original had. And it doesn't really help that he pauses for a couple of seconds for every sentence.
Anti-son of a bitch machine, or a giant hula hoop, we are not gonna let him have it. What we will let him have is a belly full of lead.
Man, we let those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere to keep them from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something they're so hot for that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop, we're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in.
Again, this is just a personal preference, and I'm sure many people would enjoy this, and if that's the case, good for you. Now, the second thing that seemed to cause some controversy were the cutscenes, with some people saying now making them pre-rendered was a big mistake, and others saying that even if they weren't pre-rendered, they should have had Blur Studios make the cutscenes because the ones in game look kind of average. To me, they should have definitely been made pre-rendered, not just because the original were also like that, but because there have been some crazy scenarios that I've seen people being able to do, like getting in the back of the Pelican while it takes off. It certainly would have made for some hilarious videos, though I think what we got in game is fine. Not great, but not bad either. Everything else about the game seems to be positive though, with gameplay being good, enemy AI being significantly better than what was shown in the pre-release footage, and level designs on some missions being reworked to feel more realistic and less repetitive. Again, I can't really chime in since I haven't played the game, but from the looks of it, the flood sections might be the best part of the campaign, with the library having a huge rehaul. For all that said, I might consider buying it when it's on sale, but I have heard from a couple of you guys say that it's worth getting, so if you guys want me to, I might consider getting the game just to do a proper review. Anyways, have a good day.